Hello and welcome to Hobz and Friendz. Today we're going to be doing the heroic adventure Mysteries of Kor-Sha inside of the Kor-Sha laboratory inside the Empires of Kunark expansion. Now, if you remember from last episode, we were here at Praetor Guilford and we actually got the quest on accident. We have already read that. I'm not going to read it again because my throat is not feeling the greatest, but the keyword to start this is willing. He wants us to go inside and figure out the mysteries. It's not going to tell us what those quest objectives are until we zone in. And to zone in to this group mission, all we have to do is go down the road here and click the gate to zone in. Now, getting to Kor-Sha, if you don't know how, it's through Frontier Mountains in the north eastern corner. So it's not too hard to get to. So let's go ahead and viz up so we can avoid everything we want to getting there. It's fairly easy to just straight, walk down the road here. But this is a heroic adventure. So this will yield some currency and some experience. Not much else. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and just click the door and we'll zone in and start the mission. Alright, so we're zoned in, we're shrunk, and we should be good to go. So, if you'll remember from the last time, it brought us down over here for the infiltration of Kor-Sha. We go through this, almost like a cave-like sewer system. In this one, we're going to go through the front door. So the first quest objective here is to find and search the armory for weapons and their strengths. Find and search the housing for the approximate count of troops, and talk to prisoners to see if they have any information. So we're going to it's going to take place in this area, and then see, it says housing right there. We got lucky. And then down, I think it was over here, is the prison. So we're just going to kind of fight through and go like that. Let's see how this goes. Now, everything is good to go here. Let's turn on smashing so we see how much damage we're doing. We're going to go ahead and just pull this guy right here and start this. Obviously, first mob always dies the fastest. I don't know what it is between all of the abilities I got activated, but something does a massive amount of damage. Just haven't figured it out yet. We're getting decent experience in here. 0.1, that's about how much we're getting outside. 0.08 is a little less than normal, but we are currently 113 with 30%, and I expect not to go up too much during this mission. And everybody's within, I think, 5 or 10% of each other, so the war dog over there. I think the wizard is the wizard's always been the lowest level because he was added to the group the last, so he has got the least amount of experience at the moment. But between Overseer and everything else, leveling is quite quick on Coronavi. I don't know. We're going to move up here. We're going to go inside of each of these rooms and clear all the mobs out, as I believe that is the objective. Hardest part about this area is the navigation of the boxes, in all honesty. What do we get here? We got the leather legs. I'm looking for the plate legs. I think I'm close to having the full set of that one. There we go. I think everybody's out. And we'll just keep going down here. Looks like this room is already clear. Alright, let's take a look at the map, see what we're kind of looking at here. So we cleared this room, these two. Should be able to go down here. There's another one. Clear this guy out. Alright, so let's move forward. If we get too far ahead, we should theoretically be able to like solo most of the stuff with this with 113 Shadow Knight. But multiples will be a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. Multiple mobs like this is going to be a challenge. as you can see, at least solo, right? Like, with my shaman chain healing me, I'm almost at the point of invincibility. When I get the epic, I will be true Shadow Knight god, if you will. I mean, it's going to be insane how much healing we'll have at that point. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Find and search their housing for our approximate. So that's clicking down as we go through these rooms. So that's good. Let's go see here. I just got to keep the map. I'm trying to keep everything go off as we go, right? So this should be another housing room. Yep, 3. Now, if we take a look at this, let's go up this way, and then I think it goes around. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll go up this hall, yeah, and then there's a little area down there. It doesn't look like there's any mobs in there, so I don't know if we need to be in the room or just kill the mobs in here. So see how that goes as we progress this. All right, nothing else in there. That is another housing one anyway. All right, this one's got 2 rooms in it, or 2 mobs in it. Go. Come on, Shaman. Group heal yourself. There we go. And that part of the quest is done. Let's look over here on the other side of the room. These are housing ones, so. Oh. Let's get that guy on us. So the Shadow Knight is, I'm gonna have to say, probably the best group tank at this point in my experience. I've been messing with a warrior. I've been messing, you know, I have 2 125 paladins, and I gotta say, having 3 short duration AoE taunts is just unstoppable. It is insane. Plus, like, all the life tapping, like, I barely have to heal myself. Now, I would like to see, you know, how Shaman plus Paladin works. Like, I did in one of my groups, I did do a Shadow Knight, or I mean, a Paladin plus a Shaman, but I had a Cleric. So I had, you know, an extremely high amount of overhealing. But let's I'm gonna park them right there. Let's go check these weapon rooms real quick, make sure there's not something I'm like missing. Go any further into the zone here. But it's just so insane how crazy strong this combo is. I didn't really believe it because, like, early on, right, we were having so many issues with the Paladin actually, you know, I'm not the Paladin, Shadow Knight and the Shaman actually being able to, like, stay alive. But now it has really gotten into its own. All right, so there's nothing else there. What about down there? What is that? It's just a room. The door. Oh, where did this guy come from? Where did I leave all my boxes? Alright, 20, you're gonna save the day. Group call a hero. Like, the pets is like off tank too. Like, I've made a group that I feel is one of my favorites, and it's just been doing extremely well. Is there doors down here? Here, let's height filter. Alright, that goes into blue. Where does that go? Take us down. That's where we gotta go. Oh, there's an armory up there. Alright, perfect. Alright, that's what we're looking for. I think that's right above where we were. Just thwack these guys, and we can move on. But the AoE taunts is just like crazy. Now, paladins get, you know, I think 2 or 3 AoE taunts also. But they're not as quick recast as far as I can remember. It feels anyway. Like, I'll have to reevaluate that, but I just feel like I'm always able to click an AoE taunt on this guy. I always felt like I was running out on my paladin, and the warrior just does not have anywhere near the amount that this one has. But I mean, that could just be I'm not good at the warrior yet. He's not 125 either, so far I'm just like so impressed with the Shadow Knight. Like I tried using a heroic warrior for power leveling a character, and it just did not work out as well as a Shadow Knight. It's like I just could never get all the mobs on me. It's just like frustrating at times. There we go. And once we complete this part of the task, it should spawn the placeholder or named for the loot for this mission. So there we go. Task stage complete. That got there. We got our 20 currency, and I believe the named in this one is called a rogue monstrosity. I don't see him on tracking yet, but he does spawn over here in the caves, which is slightly out of the way. All right, we've got all this done. Let's pop down here. Oh no, we have to do this other one before the next one spawns. Never mind. There is a task after we do this prisoner, so see how that goes. So with that in mind, we can just go straight to where the prisoners are instead of having to go into the caves, which should be down this way. And then this door should put us in the room with the colored teleporters. All right, perfect. And we're gonna pull these guys. Well, I say colored teleporters. I have no idea what this room is. I'm sure it'll be related to something here when we get to the partisans. Luckily, these two heroic adventures, this one and the one we did last episode, do not require anything in the expansion to be done before you request them, which is kind of cool, right? Like, it gives you something to do, because all the partisan quests require all the previous partisan quests, all the way back to Licinium, and all of the mercenaries. I think you can grab free reign. I don't think that matters, but the money's in the partisans, if you will. That's where you get all your bonuses and everything. Looks like we've gotten about 3% experience so far. So this door is the correct door. So we're gonna keep going here. Let's find our way through here. Now, in the last heroic adventure, these researchers were actually hitting pretty hard. You can see there, they're kind of hard-hitting mobs, which is a little interesting, right? Now, one of these isn't on me, and I can't tell if it's on a pet or not. But you can see none of my characters get totally flabbergasted, so I think we're good. They do all drop collection items, which you can get in this heroic adventure, which is kind of nice. Because gotta get it done. Hoping to get this one done, because if you get all the collectibles in Empires at Kunark, right, it gives you a trophy hunter collector, so you get an additional trophy. Now, up until this point, we have not done anything that has given us a trophy that I'd probably like to use. Like, most of them are kind of weak because they're from what you call it, previous House of Thule, right? So that's where we got a lot of our stuff from, and those are just relatively weak, you know, in the current game trophies. Now, the next one, the one we're gonna get in Ring of Scale, has 200 AC on it, so that is actually a pretty nice trophy, and being able to put that down in our house, which will I'm probably gonna do a whole episode on housing and how that all works, just because I don't think I've done it in a while. I know I think I did a house in Nomregard's journey, but that was a long time ago, and I learned a little bit more about housing. Let's be honest, learned a little bit more. All right, plate wrist, that one might be good. So what we need to do is say information to prisoners. Now, I don't think it matters. There's one. I think it has to be like a human one, you know, like not. There we go. That was easy. I do know something that might be of interest to you. If you intend to fight against the Sarnak, I hear there's a new breed is based on magic taken from some old dragon and some other realm. I don't know about that other realm, but I do know there's always ways to harm dragons that work really well. You should look for Bane for those things. All right. Find and kill one of those twisted Sarnak. I said that's so weird. All right, so let's check here. The rogue monstrosity spawns. So that is delicious. So how do we get to that guy? So he's right here, right? Easiest way for us to get there is to go back this way. All right, let's do that. Let's go, where are we at here? Let's go kill the name first, and then we'll come back and kill these researchers or whatever twisted Sarnak are. Maybe we'll get one along the way. Yeah, I remember this now. This is the way we went in the last heroic adventure to get down into those crypts. So, shouldn't be too hard. Just gotta make sure everybody follows. Some workers, let's grab them. Alright, where are we at here? We are almost there, so we're close to the room. Switch to that guy. Perfect. Now the wizard actually got a new ice nuke. That was an upgrade over one of the spells I previously used. I try not to change his spells up too much because of the timings I got going on. But he got a new frost nuke that does damage to him for all the time that he doesn't cast, right? I never like fully read the description, but it's kind of funny. So it'll give him a proc, and if he does not use if he doesn't cast any spells while he has the debuff, that'll add spell damage to his next spell. He takes damage. It's funny. It's not a lot of damage, but it's still damage, right? Alright, you got stuck. Of all the people, the mage got stuck. Let's keep going down here. We got the Crypt Guardian. Alright, how close are we? Alright, should be in the next room. And then we can run the mage back up to the to the prison area where I believe the next mobs are. I believe it's the researchers or something like that. Yeah, we just need to kill a Kor-Sha researcher. Which, if I'm not mistaken, they all spawn up here, but for some reason the game spawns down here. I don't know. Kind of out of the way, if you will. Goes over here. There's that son of a gun. Alright. Don't have everybody, so let me figure out what's going on wrong here. Call a hero. He's like stuck in a wall. Alright, let's just do this. You stay there. I'm gonna tag him, bring him over here. I don't expect him to be too difficult of a mob, but let's go ahead and get everybody in melee there. Yeah, he's got a little bit of hit points. Not too bad, not too bad at all. In fact, he's got a lot of hit points. I'm doing some damage here. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna hit my burns. There we go. Let's get them all on there. And boom. All right. So we got a Kor-Sha ear cuff, which is just an earring. Roll that out. We got some more collectible. Roll that out, and we got another collectible. Nice, 2 collectibles. And looks like we got a Defender's Extravagant earring, which is mercenary loot. Perfect. All right, so where is the mage? The mage is going to run us back to where we need to be. So that was this way. I think anyway. This feels right. There's no mobs, so yeah, there we go. All right, we're going back up here and then up through here. Kind of weird that it's out of the way. I guess you could go kill it last, but I don't know how long I have after I do the final step before it triggers the next thing, right? So let's go and summon them. And back to you. I think I mana burned on that one too. All right, let's go through this door. Through here. Go up this way and Zoc Evoker is not what we want. Ran too fast around a corner there. Alright guys, come on. There we go. I think that's what we're looking for right there, that green thing. It's not even the mob I was thinking about, but there we go. A green Sarnak. Hey, buddy. These guys using some Shissar magic. He's got a lot more hit points than the normal mob, that's for sure. And there we go. The Mysteries of Kor-Sha is complete. So the information you gained will surely help the Combine in their efforts remain on Kunark. Alright, 1 mercenary point, 319 platinum, 30 AA. Or 30 alternate currency, not AA. So it's about 100 and something per mission, so, or for heroic adventure. So it's not too bad. But there we go. I'm gonna go with this as the background. Looks kind of cool. But that's Mysteries of Kor-Sha complete. Pretty quick. What is that? 27 minutes? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now, all the steps do have like a random alternative to than what we have, so you might get a different version than I did. That could be more difficult. Just depends. I will have a link in the description to the EoK resource page, where you can read up a whole bunch of information on this mission if you do choose to do that. But thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.